going, and gone. The Leatherman Arc Obsidian, which is a limited release. Turns out it's very, very limited, and I don't think anyone knew that that was the case. So we're going to talk about what happened and why this is an interesting thing. Plus, we're going to talk about why, if you bought one of these, do not rush to sell it. I'll explain a lot more. Let's go ahead and get started. So myself and many others have already done videos on this limited release of the Leatherman Arc. Now, the way it was stated, it wasn't clear, at least to me, that this is like only a certain number of them or only for like a couple of weeks. Like, it has not even been on the market. I don't even think it's been on the market 8 weeks. No, I'm actually sure of it. I'd have to go back and check. But I don't think anyone thought it would only last for this long. At the very minimum, I figured it would last through 2024, but we're at the last day of October, and it is nowhere to be found. And I mean nowhere. They pulled it from Leatherman's website completely. It's not even listed under the Leatherman Arc like it was before. And Knife Center said it's discontinued and so on and so forth. Like, it's interesting. I just found out about this today. And yeah, what does that mean? I don't know what it means. To be honest, I'm not actually 100% sure what that means. I will tell you the implications, though, and why you definitely don't want to rush to sell it, even if the prices are now skyrocketing on eBay. And believe me when I say, they are skyrocketing on eBay, okay? This is important. There is this little clause on Leatherman's website relating to limited edition and garage tools. If you attempt to sell on the secondary market a limited release or a garage multi-tool, they can delete or remove your Leatherman account. Now, it's not maybe a huge issue for some people, but if you were trying to get an insider account and have the 40-year warranty and all this other stuff, they will remove your account. Now, I don't know if they'll do anything else, but we know for sure. I actually had someone reach out to me about this recently relating to a garage number 2, the dark side, and that caused an issue for them. And they didn't know about it. So I'll show you what that looks like here so you can see what the statement is. But if you sell this and you're just some person and you have an account and you purchased it under your account, guess what? You will, you know, it's not, I don't know what they do, but basically it's not something they want you to be able to do. So just keep that in mind before you go any further. My issue with them discontinuing this tool, I just thought it was another color, right? And yes, $45 more than the base model, you know, for someone like me who's a collector, okay, so what? But there's now a lot of collectors who didn't realize this was a collectible who are going to be really ticked off. There was always a number associated with like garage releases, or they had the charge Damascus versions, which there was like 500 units each. I can't remember if it was like 500 or 1,000 units. So you knew how many there were. Nobody knew this was such a limited release. They just didn't know. I didn't know. I don't think anyone knew. If you knew, let me know if you knew. But I was a bit surprised. And for me, it's kind of a shame because I actually was enjoying carrying it because the plier head on my unit was just so good. But I always feel nervous when you have an incredibly limited tool and you're carrying it around. The same reason why I don't carry my Leatherman Crunch anymore. If I had to replace it, it's $500, and I'm just not down with that. I'm not into it. So now at this point, the Leatherman Arc Obsidian is just going to sit on the shelf as a collector's piece, at least for a little while. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but that's the problem for me. If I was more than a collector, not just a collector, but someone who wanted to use their tool, I would be hesitant to do so because now my tool is worth so much more for no reason. I have so many mixed feelings right now. But the biggest gist is that I think the loser here is Leatherman because they really are good at ticking off everyone at the same time. There's going to be people now sorry they missed out on the turnaround so they could make a profit. There's going to be people pissed off because they're collectors and they don't care about the money, but they don't want to spend 600. They'd rather have spent 275. There's going to be people who are just like, why, Leatherman, are you worried about limited tools? I mean, it's just not good. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I don't feel great about what's going on here. Now, I can't wait to hear everyone else's opinion. I'm going to be reading the comment section. I know this is posted a little bit later than my normal video, but I just wanted to get the video out while my feelings were fresh. And it just is a bit surprising to me. It seems like at the very minimum, they would want to capitalize on the holidays to be able to sell more units, but clearly not in the cards for them. Very interesting indeed. I'm going to leave it here. I want to say thank you for your time, and we'll talk again very soon.